And is it animal abuse? Horse handlers are split in a debate over this video. The short recording was taken on Sunday as the Midwest Horse Fair was wrapping up in Madison. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Carlson.
And I'm Eric Franke. The video could result in an animal mistreatment citation. The night team's David Douglas is here. He has the story. It's new tonight at 10. David?
Yes, Eric. In the last 20 minutes, we heard from the woman in the video. She says the clip does not show the entire incident, for which she has not been cited or charged. As for the person who recorded and posted the video to YouTube, she tells me her first instinct was to keep walking, but what she saw didn't sit right, so she pulled out her camera and started shooting.
They never lie to you, so if you listen to them, they always tell you the truth of what's going on.
Majestic and powerful. It's easy to understand why misunderstanding a horse could be intimidating.
Most people would call it stubbornness. It's usually they don't understand what you want them to do.
And that's what Erica Fry feels was the case as the Midwest Horse Fair was wrapping up Sunday at the Alliant Energy Center. She says a commotion caused her to start recording when a woman took a hollow plastic bat and started swinging.
They weren't working at it for very long before this, so definitely more time and patience. They could have started out with a crop and tapping instead of hitting.
Our feeling is that the act itself was totally unnecessary.
Patrick Comfort with Animal Services for Madison and Dane County says they are investigating the incident in the video.
No reason that a professional person or any person really needs to attempt to load a horse in that manner.
In a statement, reps for the Midwest Horse Fair say they do not condone the conduct, saying, quote, "Unfortunately, the situation depicted on the video arose as the trainer was leaving the grounds, and our staff was not alerted in time to remedy the situation." Back at her farm, Fry says she decided to speak up now after seeing too many animal abuse cases and an injury or death.
So I guess I'd like to just raise awareness and say that this isn't okay. It's not okay to wait until the horse is bleeding and laying on the ground and suffering. Abuse starts long before that.
Animal Services expects to evaluate any potential action beginning tomorrow when their legal counsel returns to the office. Patrick Comfort tells me this type of action might be acceptable if an animal was in danger, but in this case, they don't feel it's justified. We have gotten a statement from the woman in the video which says, in part, attempts to load the horse have been going on for an hour and a half prior. Gentler methods such as tapping and using treats were used at the start and were not successful. And in that statement, Eric, she also says the horse had become violent.
And David, what about folks that feel that, you know, the treatment is okay that we see there?
There's definitely a divide, and there are definitely people who have cropped up online in some of the comments that have come up around this video, and they say this is really okay. They point out that the bat was hollow. It's obviously a lightweight thing, a wiffle ball bat if you're familiar with that, but it has been at least enough to trigger an investigation. All
right, David Douglas reporting tonight. David, thank you very much.
Also new at 10, we're hearing from the owner of a puppy that was dog-napped. But tonight, Blake spent time back home. This puppy is home playing outside with his rightful owner, Lars 40. Just over a week ago, you may remember, Blake was taken from Lars' vehicle outside of the DMV. Lars says that he got a phone call today from a woman in Sun Prairie, it was this afternoon, saying that she found Blake wandering around on the street without his collar or tags. And then when Lars walked into the building, Blake jumped right onto his lap.
When I walked in that door and saw him, you know, my heart just dropped and was just overjoyous, absolutely.
Now, Madison police still consider the case an open investigation. Lars says that they do have leads as to who may have taken the dog.